Semi-tank. I mean, itong Marja, we know, she's a mage tank. Medyo, gusto kong makita yung laruan na gagawin dito ng Kimochi. Very interesting.
Yan, alam mo kay Saya, gusto ko yung ginawa dito ng Will Gaming na instead of going for more tankier options, they opted for damage kasi alam nilang squishy na yung members ng Kimochi. So, how do you deal with squishy targets? You burst them down with superior damage. And what does Irie and that Liliana have? That really nice burst damage.
I can now imagine the possible setup that Will might be able to pull out here. I mean, pag nag-connect dito yung site ni Mina, plus with the backup support of that Chognar, possible free burst damage that might come out from that Violet, Irie, and the Liliana. And uy, mukhang ano to ah. Are they gonna lock this in? Are they gonna go for a no tank composition? The Ryoma.
They could go for a no tank composition, but the tools that they have around those, note that mahirap din silang patayin in a sense where they're not exactly the super squishy types of mages. They do have a bit of built-in, let's say, survivability. I think that's the proper word here. So that will be what they're trying to go for against Will Gaming, who do have standard frontliners here with the Mina, with the Chognar, trying to set up their Violet for success.
Yeah, interesting. Good point there with the Payna with on the heals, Marja on the innate, tankiness, Raz, mobile mage that we have here, plus yun nga yung poke capabilities niya, plus the other heroes that was Limbs, yun nga, another slippery marksman they had on the lineup. And ito nga, as for me, gusto ko lang makita how they're gonna execute this. Very interesting. Pero late game, would you think the composition of Kimochi would be beneficial? Or
I think late game, in a team fight, no. But in terms of yung ability to split push and split up Will Gaming, yes. Because the Marja will always buy time in a side lane. The Ryoma will be fairly difficult to kill as well in a side lane kung ma-set up nila ng tama. So I feel like late game, both teams do have their certain win conditions. It's just very different from one another.
Okay, and yan ang titignan natin, tingnan natin at speaking of titignan natin at punta na tayo sa Antares Battlefield para tingnan kung paano i-execute ng ating teams ang kanilang mga lineup.
And nakinabangan mo, diba, kay Saya, how the execution pans out in the game, and that's really what settles it. I mean, regardless kung ano yung dala mo sa pick and ban, no matter how many power picks you have, if you don't properly execute, it really doesn't amount to much. So ayun na nga yung magiging key to success netong Will Gaming or ng Kimochi for this final lower bracket match of the day.
And it seems though walang invade na nangyayari sa ating early game time right now. They're just mind their own business. Nag-lane agad itong si Irie, clearing up the top lane. Chognar pala. Magle-lane pala siya dito, Di ba siya magsusupport? It seems like magle-lane si Chognar. Nandun na siya sa bottom lane. So,
and may punish yung Chognar.
Yeah, possible tank o tank siya dito because we have the Liliana na for mage. It's possible more on tanky. Tanky setup siya dito.
And I think it does make sense consider yung matchup niya na since they're both really difficult to kill, basically it negates and they cancel out each other na it just depends on which player decides to force the other one into making a mistake that will really tilt the game in one team's favor. So I'm looking at mid lane here, which probably is the most volatile area of the map.
And that was Mina, kaya naman hindi rin madaling mamamatay dyan sa kamay ng Raz together with the Payna. Though of course survivability and damage capability ng Raz, mas mananalo sila doon just in case hindi makaback away yung Mina doon.
Daming tao dun sa bot lane. They're trying to focus down, forces the flicker away. Biglaan na lang ang daming members ng Will Gaming dito sa parte na to na mapa, pero merong response etong Kimochi, not gonna find any re-engage since hindi tumama yung stun neto ng Slims.
At makikita natin na available na rin dito ang Abyssal Dragon Kratos. Hinihintay ko naman yung pangalan. Pero ito na nga, both of the teams actually taking that opportunity to actually contest the area right now. Ang tanong do, sino makaka-last hit dito? Makikita natin sa top lane, medyo equal yung flow ng creeps doon. Lahat sila nagkukumpulan dito. 4v4 ang ganapan. Will Nimolomi trying to cover up. May heal na nanggagaling dito kay Payna, allowing naman ng Will Gaming though na mag-push or makuha, masecure ang ating Abyssal Dragon. Dawn fight is ongoing. First blood is gonna go to Lip. Plus, susundan pa yata nila Yats. Going to get more kills for the side of Kimochi. Hindi pa tapos ang laban though. May na-punish naman dito for the side of Kimochi.
Yeah, it's 2 for 1 in the end, and the biggest factor in that fight is nag-call yung Will Gaming to leave their Irie top lane. Hindi na nag-collapse, meaning merong permanent numbers advantage. Etong Kimochi now, Marta trying to go for more on the dive, will pick up 1 kill over onto the Liliana. I think they might find more. Actually, the tower takes down.
Ayun o, naging 3v1 ang ganapan dun sa bottom lane. At ito yung sinasabi mo kanina, Chisto, yung although wala sila talagang real tank sa composition ng Kimochi, yung innate capability ng bawat heroes na pinik nila, they can alone survive. Like, they have their own skills that will allow them to actually survive. Like, for example, the Pena has the heal. The Raz has the skills to actually, you know, engage or disengage. And ayun yung nangyayari. Yun yung nakikita natin so far sa laban nitong Will Gaming versus Kimochi.
And alam mo Isaiah, that's exactly what you have to do. You pick these champions for a reason. Ito yung tools na meron kayo. You use them to their fullest extent if you want to pull out your wins here. And as for Will Gaming, this might turn into a really nice trap setup.
At ito na nga, RTG all alone on the top lane. 3v1 ang ganapan, kaya naman hindi siya makaka-survive on the hands of the members of Will Gaming. In the bottom lane, meanwhile, 1v1 against the Chognar versus the Marha. Mas malakas ang haras ng Marha, but in the middle lane, fight is ongoing. Kills gonna go on the side of Will Gaming. Plus, they're gonna proceed on clearing the lane. Malapit na rin ang Abyssal Dragon dito. They might opt for trying to get that instead. Kanina, yung first Abyssal Dragon nila nasa kanila. And this time, ang question, masesecure ba nila ulit?
Yeah, it feels like the answer is yes, since walang member itong Kimochi para i-challenge to Violet. Just gonna take that once more. And nakakatakot tong kayong Kimochi, diba? Na-feed itong Violet ng Will Gaming. Constantly getting the gold, getting the XP. 2 Dragons as well on their side means that they have advantage in terms of objectives. Pero of course, Kimochi still has that potential to have that big team fight that breaks this game wide open.
Ito na nga, sama-sama naman dito sa bottom lane ang Will Gaming wanting to get the Yats. Ang question is, will they be able to do that? Unfortunately, no. Mapapaback away na lang muna sila habang nagbabuy time na rin for the Violet to actually get more farm for their side.
Ang daming in-invest na members etong Kimochi sa top lane. Parang they wanna try and get a kill here onto the Irie, but she's very slippery, buying a lot of time.
Pero slippery though, hindi ka ganun ka-slippery against 3 members. Pero gustong bawian niya ng Will Gaming in the middle lane by trying to push this first turret sa gitna. Yun nga lang, siguro ito yung lane na pinakamahirap talagang i-push eh. Unless you have the right flow of creeps and the right winning moment. Or like for example, bawas-bawas na yung kalaban nyo. But looking at the bottom lane though, mukhang may gustong iharas na naman dito ang Will Gaming. 4 na members ang sinacrifice nila dito. But then again, no push.
Yeah, since 4 members are invested bot lane, it does give up their mid lane. I wonder how healthy the tower is. It's already super low. Will be secured by Kimochi. So, Will Gaming gets out-rotated.
Ito yung napapansin natin. Alam natin na hindi pang clash talaga yung setup nitong Kimochi.
Tama.
Given that, you know, they don't really have a real tank on their composition. That's why ang strategy na nangyayari is that they're trying to avoid all possible clashes. Which is, yun nga, nagtatry yung Will Gaming na mag-start ng fight. But unfortunately, nakaka-disengage yung Kimochi. And ang nangyayari nito habang yung Will Gaming nagtatry mag-engage for a clash, napupush naman or nasa-sacrifice naman yung other lanes nila.
And kasi diba, pinag-usapan natin to nung nag-start yung game. I'm gonna have to hold that thought as we might see an engage.
Ay, eto na nga, Cyrus, makakaligtas pa yata kay Will Nimo Lomi. Pero yun nga, overextension ang nangyayari doon. In the middle of the fight, siya yung na-punish. At ito naman, more aggression coming on the side of Kimochi, trying to get Nemo shots. Oh my goodness. Alam mo, ang ganda sana ng farm ng Violet. But unfortunately, team fight, they actually lost. They took advantage of the missed positions. Like, for example, Lomi overextending, trying to get the hero in the back lane, but not allowing him to actually protect kung sino yung dapat protektahan, which is the Violet. Unfortunately, yun nga, kaya naman, the Violet unfortunately just died on that particular match.
Yeah, and you know, we were just talking about how Kimochi would be in a disadvantage in team fights. They just found a really nice fight against Will Gaming with a draft that is built more towards that team fighting side. So that's actually a massive win kung kayo yung Kimochi. Are you supposed
You're
to pronounce
proving
it
us
that
something
way?
here about, you know, trying to, you know, make compositions. Hindi lang yung, you have to create your own meta sometimes. But tignan natin, last hit dito. Uy, ang ganda ng last hit dito ni Will, ni Molomi. Finally, na-pronounce ko correctly without any... Ay, ang hirap kasi parang tongue twister.
Akala ko tapos na yung problema natin sa pangalan.
Hindi ako makamove on.
Pagkatapos nung huling best of 3 na kinas natin.
Still, we have this tongue twisters here
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Pero kayang-kaya naman.
At itong si Yats do, mapupul ng ating Mina. Mukhang hindi makakatakas. But, available ang ultimate. Kaya naman safe zone pa rin ang punta niya. Will ni Mucholo still would like to burst. At magiging successful siya doon. At the same time, tingnan natin nangyayari doon. Nakaganapan dito, Dark Slayer.
Dalawa lang.
ah.
Kaya bang i-tank ng Rio mo itong Dark?
Ano pa naman, actually, madali pa namang patayin at this early game time ang Dark Slayer. Kaya naman kayang-kaya pa yan. But tingnan natin kung good enough or good trade-off yan habang napapunish at nasasaktan, namamatay dito ang members ng Kimochi. Tingnan natin kung mag-burst out ang Payna doon. Nope, hindi umabot. Alright. And safe pa si Payna.
Alam yan naman ng Dark Slayer na yun. Kinaya ng dalawang members ng
Early game time pa naman, kaya yan, lambot-lambot pa ang ating Dark Slayer. At ito na nga, no, medyo nagpe-pay off na dito so far yung composition ng Will Gaming. Actually, ang ganda ng itong Violet natin, ang ganda ng farm niya. Plus the Irie, we also have to comment pala, si Will ni Mocholo. Nakaka-catch up sila.
Yeah, Irie's actually highest gold in the game right now. Nobody's even close to hitting 6K and 7,400 na yung gold.
Okay, siya yung pinakamataas pala.
Yeah.
And sometimes yung mga hindi natin manonotice kasi sometimes they're far away from clashes and they're actually doing the job on the side na hindi natin mapapansin. At ito na nga, fighting here on the Enraged Abyssal Dragon. Will Gaming would actually want to continue fighting over that. Pero ito, Will ni Mojovan gets the kill for the side of Will Gaming. At tuloy pa rin, medyo makalat ang laban natin dito. Hinahabol si Shots, si Violet, and makaka-survive pa siya. Will ni Mocholo is still all alive and kicking. Heal coming up from the Payna. They would want to get more kill. But yun nga, ang na-punish pa rin, kakahabol, is the Kimochi. Yats, though you have to back away. Medyo malayo-layo ang slims natin dyan, ano? Pero, tignan mo naman yung flow ng creeps. May kakaiba dito sa flow ng creeps. It's still in favor on the side of Kimochi.
Yan. Alam mo, kanina pa lang sinasabi na hindi built for team fighting etong na-draft ng Kimochi. Kanina pa lang sinasabi will favor Will Gaming. The fact na nakakahanap ng winning team fights etong Kimochi at nakakakuha sila ng objectives right after is just such massive wins for them because we kept talking about how it would favor them to split push with their comp. But yeah, it just feels like they're outplaying Will Gaming pagdating dun sa mga 5v5s.
Pero ano pa rin medyo questionable pa rin. Hindi pa rin ako fully convinced na like the lineup of Kimochi is like a winning lineup. And at the same time kasi nakikita natin pumapalag pa rin yung Will Gaming But let's look here though what will happen. They are actually wanting to engage. Kimochi wanting to engage. Who's gonna get the last hit? Nemo Shot's gonna get the last hit for the side of Will Gaming. At tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang laban dito. So much is happening right now. Free hitting sa likod ng Violet on the side of Will Gaming. RTG forced to back away. Ito ang sustain lang ng Kimochi right now is the heal. So far, yung heal na galing dito sa Payna. So far, nagpi-pay off naman.
Yeah, and
kasi heals plus
stuns?
You know, the Slims having that kills, lifesteal from his attacks. Yeah, so, ang taas din ang survivability, di ba?
Yeah, but that was a lot of damage actually. That was really a lot of damage. kahit na may lifesteal ka, if you're not hitting anything, it's not that effective. Pero, ayun nga, Kimochi needs to be careful stepping forward here. Laki nung burst damage, and we were talking about how you deal with very squishy members on the side of Kimochi. One way you could solve that is by bursting them down, and there's a lot of burst available for Will Gaming. It's just hindi pa nila nahanap yung opening na yun. Hindi pa binigay sa kanila ng Kimochi, as we might see more fighting here.
Dito si Nemo Ton at mukhang hindi na siya magsusurvive. Last is gonna go to the Payna. At yun na nga, panalo pa rin sa fight ang Will Gaming. Although tinarget na nila yung tanky hero ng Will dito, ha? Ay, tama ba yung sinabi? Yeah, the win. Hey! Alam mo, sobrang daming nangyayari ngayon na, I mean, nagpapalitan sila ng kills. Nagpapalitan sila ng kills to the point na, yun nga, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, the lineup of Kimochi is not a sure win. Teka lang, may gusto kong silipin sa itemization. Like, if yung Will Gaming, meron na silang anti-heal na item, it seems wala pa. Yeah, they haven't built any book yet for their mage. Plus, they don't have Curse of Death yet for their ano. So,
yun yung title ng book?
Curse of Death for if it's gonna go for a marksman or a physical attack hero. But ito rin si Jognar, wala pa siyang book.
Pero ayun nga, no,
so wala pang anti-heal.
You were talking about how both teams were just trading kills back and forth. You kind of get this feeling na bigla na lang at around 20 minutes into this game, one guy will get picked off, and then at that point, the game will end. Because kung tumuloy-tuloy lang yung cycle na to kay Sai, you feel like we'll just keep going back and forth trading kills like now.
Back and forth is happening again right now. Payna with the ultimate and heals, allowing Kimochi to actually survive. Pero free hit pa rin naman dito ang ating Violet sa likod, killing the members of Kimochi. Plus, Irie on the double kill. So far, dito sa team fight na to, nanalo ang Will Gaming. They would probably opt for a push or still on the jungle side din dito ng Kimochi, but having no jungle available, pwede silang mag-push actually sa mid or sa bottom lane.
Yeah, the party brush play works out well for Will Gaming. Can RTG find any kills traded back? I would have hoped at least for a high ground tower being taken down by Will Gaming, but no, it feels like Ryoma will be enough to force them back. Only tier 2 mid lane.
Ito na ang Dark Slayer. Madali nila makukuha to, but yun nga, it seems like hindi na rin makakahabol ang Kimochi dito in case they would want to steal that. Medyo mataas-taas na ang damage natin ng Violet dito, given that level 50 na nga siya. And almost lock item na rin. Nag-zone out na rin ang ating Mina doon, not allowing Kimochi to actually do a face check on that part.
Alam mo, lamya talaga na itong Dark Slayer na ito eh. Kanina pa...
Kanina pa eh. Kailan kaya? No? Siguro mga 18-minute game time.
Kanina pa 2-man lang kinukuha nito.
Tinutuman.
Akala mo nakakatakot. Kailangan mo na 5 member. Kaso dalawa lang pala sa...
Mas nakakatakot pa yung ano eh, Dark... I mean, the Abyssal Dragon Kratos in ranged.
Yeah, mas nakakatakot. Pati pangalan nakakatakot.
Actually, mas maganda rin kasi yung buff na binibigay ng ano, ng Abyssal Dragon natin dito. For the Dark Slayer naman, it will allow you to, you know, get the Drake, plus yun nga, will help on pushing the lanes as well. But ito na nga makikita natin on the top lane, Will Gaming finding to try
do they find another pick off here? It feels like natuto na itong Kimochi from their past mistakes and hindi na sila mag-face check dun sa mga bush. That was a lot of damage.
Grabe yung burst damage talaga. And ito na nga, very tanky na rin dito si Mina as well as the Chognar. And it looks like they would want to push. Hindi pa kasama dyan si Irie, ah. So, Irie anytime soon could actually dive together with the team. At yun na nga, stun coming out from the Irie. Plus, burst damage then from Will. Nemo shots is doing it right now. At look at that, squishy targets. Napakadaling, ano yun, i-burst right now. And yun na nga, end na for this current game. It's round 1. Win is gonna go to the side of Will Gaming.
Yeah, that's a pretty clean victory for Will Gaming, even though it looked a bit what do you call it, shaky towards some parts where both teams were going very back and forth. At the end, pinili lang ng Violet kung sino yung target na gusto niyang patayin, and they just all fell down in front of her. Walang sagot.
Ito, tingnan natin yung mga replays right now. I'm guessing marami dito yung mga fights na ano yung medyo unpredictable eh. Until dumating yung later game na nakita natin yung benefit of having tanks on your lineup to cover up your damagers, which is yun nga, yung Violet on the side of Will. But this early game time, nakita natin yung ano eh, win factor nung Kimochi.
Grabe yung back and forth in terms of members getting picked off, diba? We saw a few moments where nag-face check yung Slims, and then another few moments nag-face check etong ibang members ng Will Gaming. But in the end, it was Will Gaming that did come out on top from most of these picks, and I feel like the Irie is someone who was sort of flying under the radar throughout this game, kasi we were looking at the gold graphs and we were expecting it to be on somebody else, and biglaan na lang nandun pala sa Irie. And this right here in this replay, one of the examples of Kimochi overcommitting. Instead of going for objectives, trying to clean up more kills actually ends up costing them more. So I feel like yung mga decisions in na gano'n, and this is one of the face checks that I mentioned, and those decisions, I feel, put Will Gaming over Kimochi in this first game.
Tanong yun, ulitin kaya ito ng ganitong lineup ng Kimochi. I wonder daw, medyo mahirap siyang i-execute. Parang early game time wherein, may mga certain moments lang na kaya nung lineup na yung magpanalo eh. Like for example, you only had a few targets, squishy ones on the side of Will Gaming na pwede maging effective yung lineup ng Kimochi. But in terms of 5v5, especially on a later stage ng game, wherein yung tanks ng Will Gaming, the Chogner as well as the Mina, kayang-kaya nilang coveran or saluhin lahat ng damage na pwedeng ibato ng Kimochi.
Yeah, I feel like yun nga, gaya na sinabi mo, yung lineup na walang tank, nobody could walk up dun sa Violet, and you saw how fast they actually fell down once she did get her core items. And yeah, your question was whether or not they would repeat it. I think the logical choice would abandon this plan
strategy
and go for a bit more standard approach. But they are the pros, so I leave it up to them. It is their tournament life on the line, but personally, I would be a fan of a more standard approach.
Yeah, it's not bad to create your own meta lineup or your own style. But we saw it having some potential. Possible, medyo mahirap lang talaga siyang i-execute. But this time, it didn't work out on the kind of, the pretty standard setup that we had that Will Gaming showed a while ago.
Yeah, and alam mo, I feel like in competitive play, having reliable setup is really key if you want to win, because you're dealing with all these pressure situations, diba? And you want to have the most reliable ways to set up your fights because you don't want to make those errors. But speaking of setting up fights, I guess, guys, we get to see how these teams decide to draft for our next game as we dive right into pick and ban.
Ayun na nga. I don't wanna see that kind of line. Personally ako. Parang pag ako nag-ranking, teka lang. Iisipin ko, teka lang, nanganganser ba tayo? Naglalaro ba tayo ng cancer? But anyway, lang yun yung sa akin lang yun. Pag nag-ranking mo, tapos ganun parang teka lang, sino sasala ng damage? And speaking of, binanggit mo na yung setup, sino magsisetup doon, diba? Will it be the Payna? Hindi naman pwedeng, will it start with the second skill of the Payna? Or the burst skill or the poke of the Raz. Hindi mo alam kung sinong pwede mag-setup doon eh. But anyway, we are now on round 2. Pwede pa naman bumawi dito ang Kimochi.
Yeah, we have swapped sides now, and this is something that was covered earlier, but
ay, binan si Elsu.
Not yet. Hindi pa lumalabas yung padlock.
Oo nga no. May countdown pa pala.
Picture pa lang niya. 1 by 1 pa lang.
1 by 1 picture. Yung mga shots na pwede sa passport. At yun pala, napansin pala natin dito, bina ng Violet ang ng Kimochi dito. Respect ban. Ayaw na nilang makasagupa ang Violet ni shots dun sa side ng Will Gaming at Ignis ban again. So, what heroes do we have here available? Marha is still available, but it didn't become effective a while ago. But possible pa rin naman ma-pick. Kasi a while ago, yung unusual yung setup eh. Eto na.
Whoa! Aharon na Marha, both hovered at the same time.
Medyo parehong tanky itong agad
Both tanky.
Medyo magkahawig sila. Pareho rin sila ng angle ng Bakit nyo kami nililito? Parang skin siya. Tingnan mo yung yung Marha parang skin ni Arum.
Alam mo, siguro kung kilala ko yung nag-drawing nito, yung nag-animate, may mga tanong ako kasi parehas ng angle.
Alam mo na, parang trinace na lang. Tapos parang madali yung splash art.
Parang may, you don't want to assume, pero I think parang may template. You can see the resemblance. Diba?
Iniba na lang ng konti yung ilong. Pero anyway, ito na. Yung Natalia, millennial daw, sabi nila Butters kanina.
Dami naman dumadaan sa isip ko.
Natalia and pero puro babae, girl power to ngayon.
So,
Ganito ba talaga pag late game na, medyo naiiba yung cast style. Parang kung ano-ano nang pinagsasabi. Gutom na, ganun. Pero ito ha,
I
puro
mean,
babae ngayon.
it is pretty late. It is the last game. I've been I've been here since 11.
Oo nga.
So,
Oy, yung mga nanonood dyan sa kanya-kanyang bahay, of course, you can still watch. Dali nyo yung pagkain nyo while watching. Of course, you would want to support your very own team here. Or if fan talaga kayo ng AOV eSports scene.
yeah.
And yun na nga, si Valheim dito. Ay, pero iba yung naiisip ko, no? Para kasi puro babae, tapos biglang lumabas si Valheim tsaka si Murad.
I mean, that's if we assume na lalaki si Valheim.
Ayun nga yung nasa isip ko eh.
If you wanna spin it that way, I think that could be a possibility. Murad, palagi siya naka-mask, so can we actually tell whether or not lalaki or babae si Murad?
Tingnan natin mga last week. Pero going back, let's try to analyze what is happening in the drafting. Ayun kung ano na pinagsasabi
Di ba yun yung ginagawa natin kanina? Yung una limang pick, ina-analyze. Uy, puro babae sila.
Pero different kind of analyzation, yes. But going back, seriously na, guys, ito na nga, so far, good survivability meron dito sa first 4
Meron ng
picks.
tanks.
Ng ating, tanks na. Ang yun na, actually yan, the Marha, Mage Tank, plus, they got the Marksman here already, tatapatan niya ng Lindis on the side of Kimochi. Wala pa dito sa side ng Will Gaming though, is their Mage. Ayan, tingnan natin though. Available na mages, we have the Kali, we have the Ginar as well.
Meron pang Liliana, which could be a possibility.
Liliana even. And last pick na pwedeng i-select dito ng Kimochi though is could be another tank or support. But they have the Mina na actually to support. Usually naman Mina, they use it as a support na rin. Uy!
Proxy.
Okay, Slims.
This low in priority. I feel like, are they actually gonna go for this here with the Slims? They are taking their time with it, but
yeah, they could go for the Slims. Why not? Anyway, nakapick na naman ng Marksman dito ang Will Gaming, and last na lang na possible i-pick dito ng Will is that, you know, either a mage or could be another tank or fighter.
well, kung yun nga yung mage na hinihingi mo kanina, ayan yung Raz currently being hovered by Jovan, Liliana as well.
Any mage actually could work. Ginar, magandang pang dive.
Liliana, ang ganda pong assassinate. Depending
and
on...
poke as well.
I feel like it depends on kung anong situation yung gusto nilang i-cover currently. What don't they want to deal with? I see a lot of squishy targets. I feel like maraming targets na pwedeng puntahan etong Liliana kung yun nga yung maging choice nila. Si Natalia and Slim's fairly squishy target. But Jinar, if you want to go for that dive, it seems like yun yung gusto nilang i-cover. And it does make a bit of sense consider na yung Murad will pair up with the Jinar in terms of who gets the dive towards the back line of Kimochi. So, pretty clear setup here by Will Gaming.
I like this setup so far dito sa Will Gaming. I like the Jinar, plus the Arum as well, libreng-libre. And, well, given that makapag-farm well sila early game time. Kasi hindi rin naman natin matatawaran, they have the Slims on the other side. Plus, okay din yung other heroes na sinelect nila. So, it would definitely matter na lang siguro on their strategy early game time.
Yeah, and gusto ko rin yung ginawa ng Kimochi dito. Instead of running a no-tank composition, now nag-draft sila ng tank. And ang laki ng priority na binigay nila, di ba? First pick Mina. So, definitely, yung pag-initiate ng fights, yung pag-engage sila, meron na silang tools na gawin na yun. It's just a question on how they decide to execute with these tools, with these engage options that they have once we do head onto the battlefield.
Yeah, I could already imagine Mina setting up, then being followed by, it could be the stun that would come out from the Slims, and then susundan na lang ng burst damage or more DPS, di ba? Or more normal attacks. So, and ayun, I think the players are ready now in the entire battlefield. Tignan natin ang magiging bakbakan dito on the round 2 match of Will Gaming versus Kimochi.
And syempre, match point to para sa Will Gaming. They are up 1-0 dito sa best of 3 na to. Kimochi is fighting for their tournament life. This is lower bracket, potentially last game for tonight, kay Saya.
Yes, potential last game dahil nga pwede mag 2-0 or pwede pa namang mag 2-1. We'll have to see. We'll have to check. So far, makita natin Irie roaming around with the Slims dun sa top lane, wanting to get possibly yung red buff, itong ang Might Golem. Napabakaway dito si Marham. Ang libreng Might Golem ito. Pero tatry yan counteran ng Will Gaming dun sa bottom lane.
Okay.
At sino nakakuha? Teka, hindi ko nakita. Hindi, no, Might Golem, sorry. Might Golem is still there pero nakaabang dito si Natalia. Possible last hit dito. Tingnan natin. Oy, yun nga lang na-punish dito. I think Will Gaming took it away. I mean, so nagkaroon lang ng exchange dito ng Might Golem buff.
Ano
For this early game.
dala-dala ni Natalia? Ano yung lumulutang na...
Anong parang isda ba? Isda ba yun? Manta ray, whatever. Basta lumulutang na monster na alipin niya. Ganun. So, hindi ko alam yung talagang, I mean, name nung monster.
Oh,
Or ng creature.
I just
Ano ba?
realized now na naka-rollerblades pala itong si Roxy. Akala ko for the longest time, sobrang weird lang talaga nung walking animation niya.
Ano, naka-rollerblade siya, kaya siya parang, di ba, ganun siya.
Akala ko nagsaslide lang yung yung pala naka-rollerblades.
Yan, naka-rollerblade siya. And yung rollerblades niya, yun yung may fire. At ito na nga, Natalia daw. Ay, hindi, cute pala ng skin na gamit ni Natalia dito. Wala ako niyan. Pero balik tayo sa nangyayari sa game. Ano, cute eh, no?
Shoutout sa mga nasa friends list ni Kaysaya. Bigyan niyo siya ng Natalia
Ay,
skin.
taga, first damage. Tingnan natin dito. Plus, a stun coming out from the Slims. First blood is going to the side of Kimochi. Secured yan nitong si Natalia. Plus, Abyssal Dragon will be taken over ba by Kimochi? That is the question. Nakaabang dito si Valheim together with the rest of the members of Will Gaming. Unfortunately, still though is gonna go on the side in favor of Kimochi. And more stuns coming out from that Slims as well. RTG. Tingnan mo yung apoy-apoy na yan sa lupa. At ayan, mapapabakawin na sila. Ang daming nakuha dito so far early game time ng Kimochi.
Yeah, and it all started from that spear landing from the Slim. Sobrang ganda ng spear, max range landing.
Tagal nun. Ang tagal ng stun duration nun. Pag mas malaki, mas matagal.
Nakita mo yung immediate decision na pumunta dun sa Dragon right after that pick was made. They knew that they had it in the bag. So, great pick up there by Kimochi. First blood pa lang naman. So, Will Gaming does have a few windows here where they could possibly find a counter-attack against Kimochi.
And ayun na nga, kamuntikan din kanina dito, no? Nag-aabang dito yung Kimochi, but they went to proceed dito sa Spirit Sentinel side at mukhang aabangan din yun ni Slims. At yun na nga! Wow, the Natalia Cyrex is doing it right now with the assist of the Slims together with the Mina. Might Golem, maago na naman ata nila. Yup, indeed! I think yeah, nakuha nila. The Slims actually secured it. Lomi though. Uy, grabe teka lang. Sunod-sunod na yung kills dito ng Kimochi. And I think all the 3 kills went to the Natalia.
Yeah, and ang dami nga nyo nakukuha resources. A lot of gold. So, Will Gaming has to stop the bleeding here. They can't afford to keep giving up kills dito sa Natalia, or at least find a way to shut her down, because if they allow this to get out of control, mahihirapan sila for this game, and we might see that game 3.
Plus, look at that. The Slims is now level 7. And compared to the level of the marksman of Will Gaming, yeah, level 5 pa lang, they definitely need to catch up, or else pag nakakuha, actually, Kimochi already has the momentum. And kailangan na lang nilang ituloy-tuloy yun. And ang kailangan gawin ng Will Gaming dito, they have to stop it. How? Possibly, they have to disengage on potential fights kung saan sila pwedeng ma-pick off nung Slims as well as the Natalia.
Yeah, possibly move around the map to avoid the Natalia, try to just not interact with her until they get a few more items para ma-survive nila yung burst, because 3 kills early to the Natalia, a pick that deals a lot of damage, especially can snowball pretty hard, is quite dangerous for Will Gaming, and Kimochi looks really poised to force that third game. It's just, I think the question now is, can they close out with the momentum that they have? Like you mentioned, kaya ba nilang ituloy-tuloy to hanggang sa dulo?
Yan nga yung question. But we saw a pause request. I think it was from the red side, from the side of Will. I'm not so sure if, you know, pauses... I mean, if the pause was requested because of a lag or a connection issue, or allowed ba. Sometimes kasi sa tournament, diba, bawal yung mga technical pauses. But regardless though, nakita natin, the momentum currently is so far, early game time nandito sa side ng Kimochi. So, gusto nilang ituloy-tuloy ito. Pagbalik ng game time, kita mo naman, 4 kills agad. 4-0 in favor of Kimochi.
And I like what Kimochi is doing. They're playing around their Fed member. Alam nila na yung Natalia yung Fed sa kanila. So they're constantly going back to where she is on the map. Alam nila na sa kanya lalabas lahat ng plays. And look at all that damage.
Alam mo, ito na nakikita natin yung succession of skills na binabato ng Kimochi. The Natalia would slow the target, then it will be followed up by the stun of the Slims. Kasi of course, load yung target, mas easier para dun sa Slims na actually to target kung sino man yung hero na ita-target nila. So, easy target, then if you follow that by further, skills na ibabato.
Yeah, and 5-0 na yung scoreline dito para sa Kimochi. Mukhang tinutuloy-tuloy nga nila yung momentum gaya ng sinabi mo. The question is, how long can they keep this up? Or how long can Will Gaming actually hold on? Because this Natalia is getting out of control. It seems like kahit sinong mabawasan niya will just get immediately one shot.
But we have to also commend the support count of this Mina. Actually, nasa tabi lang siya ng Natalia as well as the Slims. So, commend din dito kay Nix on the Mina, giving really great protection. Not just good, but great protection for the carries. At ito na nga, nasundan. Mukhang mamamatay ka dyan, Ginar. Nag-ultimate, pero yun nga lang, walang tinamaan. Hindi siya makasurvive dun. Slow, then follow that by... Ito na nakikita natin yung combination ni Slims, Natalia, as well as Damina. Ang ganda ng succession. Ang ganda ng strategy na pinapakita nila ngayon dito.
Yan, kaya saya, bawat kill na napupunta dyan sa Natalia na unti-unti ko nakikita yung ending netong game 2 na to. The more kills that go over, 5 na yung kill netong Natalia. Kapag umabot yan ng mga 7-8, nakikita ko na talaga kung paano mag-end etong game 2.
And of course, level 10 Slims comparing to the level 5 level and other heroes dito na sa side ng Will Gaming. Lomi dong mapipick up dito sa taas plus potential push dito sa isang torre sa top lane din ng Will Gaming. They have the creeps here, so itutuloy nila yan. They will take advantage of that. Every opening talaga or every opportunity na pwede mo ma-take advantage. You really have to go for it. Wala nang magbaback away, lalo na pag nasa kalamangan ka. At nga, may na-stun na naman dito, Cholo, na-stun na pull pa, ano na ang takas mo? At mukhang magkakaroon pa dito ng slow that will come out from the Natalia. Medyo hindi lang tumama, pero ayun na rin, napaback away. They got their objective there. The tier 2 turret dun sa top lane.
Yeah, yan yung zoning Natalia, in a sense, na kaya-kaya niyang paatrasin lahat ng members na itong Will Gaming with the lead that she currently has in her possession. Already a 6,000 gold lead, and nagmumukhang perfect game to para sa Kimochi. Will Gaming are still playing on the back foot. We're thinking about whether or not they could come back into this game. Your first thought is no, but actually, feeling ko walang babago dun sa initial thought na no. Ang laki talaga ng deficit na hinaharap nila.
Plus, they just don't have that advantage right now. Nagle-level up na rin yung tank eh. I mean, level 9 Mina compared mo dun sa other tanks na nasa Will. But of course, don't lose hope sa mga fans ng Will Gaming dyan. Pero silip muna tayo dun. Grabe naman sa Clash. Sobrang overprotective pala tong si Mina kay pero I'm actually commending yung the way I throw out my comments. I'm commending how this Mina is protecting his teammates right now. I mean, kung wala yung protection from that Mina, hindi kasi magsashine tong
Yes.
Hindi magsashine tong Natalia as well as the Slims. Oops, hindi magkoconnect ang spear natin doon. Pero ito 7-minute game time pa lang. Tignan mo naman yung mga torre natin.
Yeah, nakakalbo na yung side ng Will Gaming. As for yung Kimochi, yung dami pa ring blue dun sa mapa. And
buo pa.
you were commending the way that Mina was playing, and I feel like it's not just the protection, but the way that the Mina is enabling the Natalia to play aggressively with the lead that she has, knowing that she's always there to back her up. But speaking of backup, mukhang mawawalan etong si Ginar.
Ay, look at that. Medyo may ipit ata ang Gina, pero ayun na nga, salamat na lang walang torre doon. Or yeah, mayroon pa siyang spot pala para takasan on that side. Hindi na siya hinabol ng Kimochi. Kimochi might probably just, mangangalbo ulit sila ng farm dito. I think they just took away the Sentinel at nabigay yun sa Slims. Hindi ko lang masyado nasilip. But yeah, so far, everything is going in favor sa side ng Kimochi.
Yeah, available pa rin yung perfect game possibility para dito sa Kimochi. Wala pa nakuha ang tower, wala pa nakuha ang dragon or kill. Etong Will Gaming, Kimochi in full control for the better part of 9 minutes.
Ito yung sinasabi na ng mga players minsan sa AOV na hindi mo pa nasisilayan ng tier 2 turret namin. Hanggang tier 1 ka pa lang makakasilip. So, pero ito na nga, medyo nabubukas na yung base, no? Medyo tanaw na ng Kimochi yung base ng Will Gaming dito. Possible 1-1 pa tayo dito, but of course, let's try to keep our hopes up para sa fans ng Will Gaming. Ikaw, Chisto. So, tingin mo anong kailangan gawin ng Will dito for them to prolong the fight?
Prolong the fight?
Para naman makaabol sila sa late game, di ba? Kasi parang yun na lang yung pag-asa eh.
Actually, I was thinking a bit more advanced than that, and I was thinking more of Will Gaming needs to be thinking about what to do for Game 3. Because, yes, I've seen the end of this game, and with the lead that the Natalia has, it looks very difficult to deal with. It's just super out of control now for Will Gaming. Unless by some miracle, the Natalia just walks up to them and dies.
It's actually 10-0 right now in terms of kills. Medyo hindi na nakakapalag so far ang Will Gaming. And actually, they're trying to disengage eh. Alam nila hindi sila makakapalag sa mga fights given that ito na nga nandito napakalaking gold lead, 10k gold lead plus a very deadly Natalia as well as the Slims. Ang chance nila dito to get the enraged Abyssal Dragon, but because that is enraged, mas mahirap kuhain niya. Ang tanong, magkakaroon ba dito ng last hit from the side of Kimochi? Legendary na ang Natalia ng Kimochi dito. I didn't see who got the, okay, it was Will Gaming that got the Abyssal Dragon, but will that be enough na iwan dito si Nemo Jovan? At mukhang mababani siya, hindi na siya makakatakas although nag-flicker out at mamamatay lang naman din siya dito.
Yeah, mukhang madedenay at least ng Will Gaming yung perfect game from happening. Kimochi gonna have to lose a bit of their members here and the Dragon as well. Will Gaming does have a few fight, a bit of fight left in them right now, so natin, can they hold out here?
We'll have to see though, medyo, uy, nag-overextend. Although hindi naman overextension, na-pull siya kasi, yeah, na-pull siya ni Roxy papalabas eh. So, ayun. Nomi died in the hands of that members of Kimochi. At yun na nga, another objective dito sa middle lane ng Will Gaming. Alam mo yung mga damage na so far ng Will Gaming dito, halos wala na eh. I mean, parang tinikiliti na lang nila yung Kimochi dito. Very tanky na yung Roxy as well as the Mina. And wala, medyo mahirap. Mahirap talaga. Eh di ko nga, sinasabi mo na nga, parang next game na
I hate to be the one that says it, but the way the things are panning out, kung pag-iisipan mo talaga what opportunities Will Gaming has, it's very much looking like a third game now. Kimochi are going for the final push.
Ay, ito na nga, Lomi, kakabuhay lang, mamamatay na naman ulit. Ang masakit yun eh. Ang sakit yung kakabuhay mo, mamamatay ka na ulit. Pero I mean, wala eh. Early game time pa lang, nag-shine agad yung mga carries dito ng Kimochi. And yun na nga, they're opting for the base already at I think, no, they have some creeps that's about to flow here sa middle lane. And is this gonna be the end? 1-1 ang score natin, Kimochi versus Will Gaming.
And you have to go back and think about yung unang tatlong kill na nan-secure ni Natalia na yun, which started that big snowball na hindi lang napigilan netong Will Gaming. Kimochi does keep their tournament hopes alive and have evened it up against Will Gaming. We have to go to a third and final game to decide who moves forward.
Ito, tignan mo to. Ito yung sinasabi nating execution nila ng skills. Kung paano nila sinusunod-sunod yung skills nila. The Natalia would throw out the slow, then susundan dito ng stun ni Slims, plus susundan nila ng damages nila with the backup of the Mina as well para hindi sila matargets ng mga kalaban.
Yeah, and it just looked beautiful to watch, honestly, the way na sineset up nila yung picks from happening, diba? Gaya na sinabi, the slow, into the stun, into the Mina engaging, the Mina enabling the Natalia to play that aggressive style, even though na squishy na Mage, not afraid to step forward kasi alam niyang may backup palagi. Alam niyang nandun yung Mina to threaten the enemy team. So with that beautiful game, beautiful execution from Kimochi, we have to head to that final game for the day.
It looks perfect. It looks perfect in all honesty. And I just have to be honest on wanting to commend how well Kimochi executed that, you know, that Mina's limbs and Natalia composition. And yeah, I think ito na lang, do or die na lang, doon na lang magkakaalaman.
Yeah, definitely do or die for both teams dito kaysa, and you know, I wouldn't have asked for a better ending for the day where both teams have to fight it out.
Yeah.
Para dun sa final na spot moving forward because one of these teams will not be moving on in the tournament.
Laglagan na naman. And alam mo, masaya sa community ng AOV dito. Although yung magkakalaban sila, they're actually good. I mean, marami dito good friends. Pag yung mga sa Facebook groups ng AOV, it's actually fun to see how the community of AOV, you know, they are sports. They are sports. No matter what happened on all of the tournaments na nangyari dito sa sa community ng AOV, nakakatuwa lang na despite parang magkakaroon ng konting tuksuhan, but then again in the end,
yun yung competitiveness.
Yeah.
And you know, I like that na a video game like Arena of Valor is bringing them all together. You know, it's nice to see na ganun nga yung community nila.
Nakakatuwa naman. Pero yun nga, although friends, may kailangan talagang uuwi at may kailangan mag-proceed. Kaya naman nandito tayo sa ating. Abangan lang natin mag-setup ang mga players natin for the last round. Ito na rin ang last match na papapanood nyo, guys. So, tignan natin kung sino mag-move forward sa ating round 3 losers bracket. Okay, 1-1 ang score natin between Will Gaming versus Kimochi.
Yan, alam mo kasi after watching those two games, I kind of feel bad for whoever goes home because it would be a shame, honestly, after the way they both competed for this particular best of 3. Whoever, you know, it would be heartbreaking in a way, pero yes.
Well, especially pag friends mo pa or close friends. Actually, I mean, hindi sa Philippines, let's admit it, hindi ganun kabig yung community ng AOV. But ang magandang part doon, dahil hindi siya ganun kalaki, I mean, ang daming magkaka-close. Like, they know each other so well. Especially sa scene ng mga pro teams, I mean, sa eSports scene, alam mo kung sino yung mga players na to and you know them so well. But anyway, ayun. Good luck na lang sa ating
gusto ko yung advice mo. Good luck na lang.
Good luck na lang. Ay, wala. What else can I advise? Galingan nyo na lang. Good luck na lang sa mga data nyo. Sa internet. Sometimes ayun talaga yung ano bang makakomment natin sa
internet?
Mag-load na lang kayo.
Alam mo, ang dami kong pwedeng sabihin tungkol sa internet ng bansa natin. Kaso, alam mo naman, 'di ba?
Pero yan, ang ating ang sino ba nag-present dito? Globe. Ayan ang ating syempre sasuggest natin dito. O ba't parang nag-isip ka?
I mean, I was thinking about it for a second. Pinag-isipan ko yung ISP ko and
okay.
Honestly, hindi Globe yung ISP namin sa bahay.
Ano yun?
Yeah. So, iwan na lang natin sa ganun.
Iwan na lang natin. Baka mag-suggest ka pa eh. Pero ito guys, again, thank you so much sa ating organizer yan, MET. And of course, for Globe presenting this tournament to you guys. And of course, sa ating mga sponsors, Garena and Mineski Infinity. #laban pa guys if you have any thoughts or comments about this tournament. Yan, i-share nyo lang, lagyan nyo ng #laban pa para naman ma-check natin, di ba? Madaling hanapin, tatype lang natin yung #laban pa. And then we can see all your commentaries about the tournament itself. If you have any insights, etc.
Ikaw ba naka-Globe ka, yes or no?
Yes, I have Globe. Oh, meron talaga ako. Kung kailangan ng proof, I can show it. Pero i-hide natin yung
actually,
number.
just for the curious ones, yun nga yung dumaan sa isip ko. Nung sinabi mo napaisip ako, that was exactly what's on my mind. Uy, yung ISP na. Okay.
Okay, so pero ito na, ready na ang ating players. We'll be proceeding on to the last draft. Okay, so kita natin dito. On the left side, it is Will Gaming and on the right side, Kimochi. Last na to guys, kaya tingnan natin. Place your bets. Place your bets na sa ating live chat dyan. Diba? Kanino kayo dyan? Siyempre, kung mga ka-teammates kayo nyan.
Place your bets. Interesting. Pero
kung mga ka-team kayo nyan, siyempre, obvious naman yung mga ka-team nyo yung gusto nyo manalo. Pero yung mga, non-members naman na nanonood natin dyan. Ayan, sabihin nyo naman kung kaninong team kayo. Siguro you can share your insights after natin makita yung completed draft. Kasi para naman fair, 'di ba? Magbe-base tayo sa composition na binili
para
nila.
merong kang at least brief idea. Diba? Pero tingnan natin kung ano yung maging adjustments in terms of what they decided to ban kasi wala pa rin tayo nakikitang bago dun sa unang ban. Parehas pa rin Signal tsaka Crash, which have been probably the highest impact, especially lower bracket matches natin. We've seen a lot of teams execute properly on that Crash as well during team fights. Ngayon, Kimochi is deciding on what to ban second. Nakita niyo Violet hovered. Yun na nga, lumabas na yung padlock dyan sa Violet. Not gonna be available for this game.
Yep, and yung Ignis still though, wala tayong makakitang Ignis dito. I wonder though if I don't know, magkakaroon ba ng respect ban dito on the Natalia or mag-aagawan sa Slims? Ang nakita natin yung Will Gaming. Ito na naman tayo. Will Gaming allow Kimochi to have that composition once again, yung the Natalia, the Slims, and the Mina setup, or else possible na maulit yung nangyari kanina.
Well, kung ayaw ibigay ng Will Gaming Natalia, they'd have to pick it away because they already used 3 of their bans.
At yun na nga, sarili na nila, sila na mismo nag-ban. Kimochi banning out their very own Mina in here. However, persistent pa rin dito ang Will Gaming on getting the Chognar on their side. Gusto talaga nila yung Chognar. No? Kanina nakita natin Will naglaro na rin ng Chognar dito as a laner. Nag-lane ang Chognar natin. I think that was on the first round. And dito naman, dahil available si Kriknak, Kimochi took opportunity on getting these EPs, this cockroach. But hindi siya cockroach talaga, guys.
Narinig ko kanina sa lugubang sabi ni Shin.
Sa lagubang nga daw. But,
ano ba talaga?
Hindi ko nabasa eh. Ano ba si Kriknak?
Actually, I have a friend, he calls him a beetle.
Beetle.
I don't know, marami, pero I'm with you na EPs.
EPs. Ito yung mga players talaga. Pag, if you're with the community of AOV, if you get to play with them or mingle with them, alam mo, ayan yung tawag nila, EPs. Pero, available nga rin pala si Timmy dito. Kaya naman ma-secure. Dalawang support dual support ang ating Will ngayon.
Yan.
Will Gaming.
You know, kasi I like the Timmy pickup because you know what Kriknak does? Meron siyang malaking all-in with his burst damage, assassinating one target. What does Timmy do? Resets a fight after, for example, one of your teammates gets assassinated. Kaya-kaya niyang i-revive with his abilities. So I like the Timmy to counter the Kriknak pick here. So trading power, nag-trade ng power itong Will Gaming at Kimochi.
Thane pick, will we see a Thane in here? Ito yung tank na hindi masyadong nilalabas. Pero kapag nakapag-farm, ang hirap patayin. Plus the crowd control he can provide for his team and the burst damage coming from his ultimate as well. Pag ilalak to ng, in fairness, pag nilak to ng Kimochi, actually okay din eh. But hindi pa naman kompleto yung lineup ng Will, so I cannot decide, I cannot personally decide yet on which lineup I would personally go for.
Okay,
But we'll
so
see.
this is the part where we expect marksmen galing sa Will Gaming. You'd want to, especially since final game na to, you want that insurance. Ayaw mong i-risk na you're gonna go into the third game na risking a full fighter or no marksman comp like we have seen previously. But let's see, they are hovering the Rourke right now. Marksman, quote unquote, kahit warrior yung symbol.
Marksman, warrior, yes. But ito yung tanky na
Yeah.
na marksman eh.
So in your face marksman.
In your face marksman, yung mag-ultimate na lang sa'yo. Kita mo pa, yung kunat. Makunachi pa. Pero, papalit sila. Hindi pa pala nakalak. We had some commentaries na. Pero,
Yan talaga, naririnig talaga tayo eh. Feeling ko may, naririnig yung sasabihin natin in advance. Ayan, diba?
Magsalita na lang tayo pag nalak na. At ito na nga, malalak na ang ating Rourke dito.
Ayan, sigurado tayong Rourke yun. So, we get the in-your-face marksman, not that sort of Lindis. Pero, you know, thinking about it, Rourke can afford to play in-your-face against this comp because he does have the protection of that team. Andun yung ability nila na mag-reset ng fight just in case one of their members gets picked off. And you mentioned nung simula double support with the Chognar and the teamy that will allow the members of Will Gaming to play aggressively. As for the side of Kimochi, it's a bit all over in my opinion. They have a bunch of crowd control here, a bit of damage there, but I feel like overall it covers a lot of situations that they could face within the game.
For the Kriknak though, yung nakikita ko, hindi niya madaling madadive itong mga heroes na pinik ng Will I mean, ang taas ng survivability na meron itong lineup ng Will, yung mga heroes na nasa lineup nila. But, we'll see. Tingnan natin dito as our game loads.
Preference. I like the Teamy draft. The fact na hindi lang cute si Teamy, I think gaya na sinabi mo, mahirap para dun sa Cricknack na makapasok and actually kill any of the members from Will Gaming. And we've seen teams put a lot of priority sa Cricknack, kaso not win with the pick. I think we've only seen one Cricknack win today, and it was from Maxbox. So it's very difficult to get a read actually on why teams value the Cricknack so much, even though he doesn't have the best win rate so far in the tournament.
Okay, so far naman, actually sobrang hirap. Ngayon ko lang ulit makikita yung dalawang support na composition. But siguro early game time, I think I'm gonna go for the lineup of Will early game time. But tingnan natin kung ganyan ba ang mangyayari, guys. Let's move on to the Antares Battlefield. Tingnan natin ang laban, huling laban, do or die na ang Will versus Kimochi.
Yeah, luckily enough for us, hindi dikit yung pangalan ng dalawang team na to. Hindi tulad ng huling best of 3 na nakas natin.
Wala nang hindi, meron na lang isang dito. Tongue twister, yung hindi mo lang. Pero nasasanay na rin ako. Ay nga, aggressiveness dito, makikita natin on the side of Will Gaming, but it looks like Cricknack nag-roam lang, but looks like hindi sila magpo-proceed on actually trying to deny their opponent's jungle.
Yan, gusto kong makita yung move na yun, galing sa Will Gaming, yung proactive na invade, kasi alam nila na malakas yung level 1 nila. With the stun from the Teamy, they know they can walk forward and not be afraid of taking any level 1 fights. And gusto ko na pinakita ng Kimochi yung respect. They just backed off there, not risking any kills going over Orphers, but actually going to Will Gaming.
Tingnan natin ni Roxy doon, mapapunish kaya on the top lane. We know that this is a tanky hero, and yun na nga, magbaback away lang siya, not much damage din naman early game time that might come out from the Teamy, as well as of course the Irie. Ito na nga si Teamy do. Meron din nga sa speed boost to si Roxy, pero wait lang, level 2 siya, so yeah, magagamit niya na yung speed boost niya.
You think if we gave Teamy rollerblades, mas cute siya?
Oo. Pero wait lang, dalawa sila dun
What if we...
So mahirapan sila, pero tingnan muna natin yung fight dito. It's a 3v1 situation right now. Backup coming out from Cholo. May stun dito ang members ng Kimochi. Lip, hindi mapapalip.
Okay, what if lumilipad si Teamy? Would he be cuter?
Mahirap yun. Cute yun, pero mahirap kasi nga dalawa sila
What if you gave him one of those bikes na dalawa sila nagpe-pedal?
Ay, yun ang cute. Ang cute nun. Pag may skin na ganyan, matik. Alam na.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense, diba? Sobrang unreasonable yung skin, but it would make Teamy way cuter than he already is.
Just like Crash. Just like what they did to Crash. Pero first blood agad. Ay na nga, yung potential. Teka lang, level 4 na. Yeah, level 4 na tong si Will Nemo shots. Kaya naman, alam mo yan, pwede siya mag-dive sa torre, use his ultimate para, alam mo yan, hinaras niya dun si, was that Valheim? Yeah, that was Valheim na kinil niya dun sa bottom lane.
Yan, hindi kinaya ni Valheim yung power nito ni Rourke in that 1v1. Sayang hindi natin na-witness yung
hindi
first
natin
blood
na-witness,
pero
unfortunately.
Itong that kill will lead into the Dragon.
Uy!
Almost.
Akala ko magkakaroon pa ng steal from the side of Kimochi, pero nakita natin last hit went to that Rourke. Nemo Cholo, nako, nag-dive sa ilalim ng torre, or na-pull pala. Yeah, na-pull siya ni Roxy, kaya naman napailalim siya sa torre. Unfortunately, I think si Teamy, baka hindi pa siya level, anong level? Yeah, level 4 na si Teamy, but unfortunately, hindi nagamit dun ang ultimate to save over that. Actually, medyo malayo rin, delikado. Baka dalawa pa silang mapunish dun in case habulin ni Teamy or save niya yung Irie on that particular fight.
Yeah, alam mo, it's actually a pretty good use of the pullback from Roxy to separate the Irie from the Teamy para hindi niya magamit yung kanyang ultimate. So, great use right there. Kimochi able to pick up their first kill of the game. We are still dead even para yung deciding game 3 to determine sino ang magsistay dito sa tournament ito and who gets to go home.
May slight mirror nang nangyayari. But on the top lane, tatlo sila dito from Kimochi. Uy, burst damage coming out from the Preta. At yun na nga, Nimocholo dito hinaharas na 4v1 situation. He is not gonna survive. Ang tanong dyan, sa ng next target dito or objective ng Kimochi. Mukhang binabawian sila ng Will Gaming in the middle lane trying to get the tier 1 turret. At mukhang magiging successful sila. They still have creeps. At yun na nga, ultimate coming up from Nemo Lomi on the Chognar, allowing them to freely survive. Any crowd control. Uy, ang ganda ng timing. He's gonna go alive back again, but may stun. Unfortunately, hindi magsasurvive with the burst damage coming up from the Valor.
It's kind of disappointing na makita mo si Timmy mamatay twice in a span.
Parang double dead.
Yeah, in a span of 5 seconds, he died twice.
Alam mo, ang ganda ng health pa na nag-recover sa kanya. Pero balik muna tayo sa fight ngayon. Ayun na nga, may na-burst pa dito ang ating Preytan. Alam mo, ang sarap ng Liliana, yung likot eh. Very mobile mage din. Yung survivability ang taas. Pero...
yeah, kahit na may panghila ka, no?
Going back sa Timmy na double dead. Parang nakitan dun sa fact na yun, eh, no?
Yung death animation kasi, you kind of feel bad for him na he fell out of his armor. Dalawa pa silang maghuhukay pababa.
Ay, ito. 5 members of Kimochi in the bottom lane right now. They would love to engage, it seems. Pero sinong mapapunish? Last is gonna go to the hands of Kimochi. Nandito na si Nemo Cholo on the backside, trying to get some kills in favor of Will Gaming. At yun na nga, oops, Jovan, magsasurvive ka ba? Oops, hindi na nag-survive sa kamay nitong Kimochi. Cyrus na lang ang natira dito. Almost a wipe out, ah. Ang bilis ng laro so far. It's just almost 6-minute game time. Pero makikita natin dito parang, I mean, although 5-5, makikita mo yung aggression eh. In favor siya sa side ng Will Gaming.
Ayun nga, no, Dragon did go over to Kimochi but the fight was won by Will Gaming. They were able to clean up. Ang ganda ng flank ng Irie. They're able to have access to that backline. Big ultimate as well. Grabe yung clean up onto the members of Kimochi, but still, after all of that happening, this game still looking pretty dead even.
At yun na nga, dead even pa rin ba ang mangyayari sa bottom lane though as 2v1 is currently happening. Successful backaway ang nangyari dito with that Rourke as well as the Chognar. Of course, survivability mataas talaga sa Rourke as well as the Chognar. Binakapan pa, di ba? Magki-cleanse lang yan eh. Magki-cleanse lang ng crowd control yung Chognar and makakatakas na agad sila from any potential clash, and that was just a 3v2 so possible pa talagang makasurvive sila dun.
Tingnan natin, sino makakahanap ng unang pick dito? They're hovering around the same area. They're really trying to find a member of the opposite team that is out of position. And imagine if a member of Kimochi face checks into a teammate, they instantly get stunned. Imagine if may mag-miss position from Will Gaming, kayang hilain pabalik ng Roxy. So definitely a lot of pick potential from both teams. And you can see that both of them are trying to make the proactive moves to break this game open. Kasi 7 minutes in, everything's still dead even.
Yes, pero bottom lane doon mukhang may nangyayari. As well as the middle lane, tignan lang natin dito sa middle lane doon, mahabol ba nila dito ang members ng Kimochi? But, yan, sa bottom lane, gusto ko sanang ano yun kasi hindi naka-focus yung camera natin doon. Kamunti ka na si Chognar doon actually. Kasi dalawin nangaharas sa kanya, it was the Cricknack plus the Valheim. Pero ito na nga, laban na naman ng Abyssal Dragon tayo dito. Who's gonna get the last? Who has the punish? Sino may tamang timing dito? Fight is ongoing right now. Nemo Jovan is gonna get a kill on the side of Will Gaming. Abyssal Dragon. Yeah, Abyssal Dragon, I think it was stolen by Kimochi.
Yeah, 1 for 1 na naman. 1 for 1 ang trade.
Grabe.
Neto mga team na to, wala pa rin malaking lead but it might just change now. Can Eri get away cleanly after that pick off? The answer is yes. Not gonna be able to find the latch on si RTG. Just gonna go back to lane, clear the wave. So finally a bit of separation being shown here, pero gold still pretty much even. Dragons just one separating both teams. Turrets pretty much the same.
Sa mga 2-1s na fight talaga, doon mo makikita kung yung team medyo matched up sila in terms of skills and levels. Pero mukhang ang Valley natin dito mahaharas. Uy! Salamat sa shield na na-provide ng I think, yeah, ba't siya nagkaroon ng shield na nun? Teka, kanino galing yun? Was it the Thane or yung sa ano niya, sa items niya?
It could be the thing. You know, nakita mo yung pressure that both these teams are under. None of them want to make the mistake.
Wala. 7-6, that is our kill score. Grabe rin yung goal difference dito. Hindi nalalayo. Ayun o, nagka-catch up dito yung Kimochi right now. 21k for both teams. Tapos,
I don't think 200 gold matters between both these
not
teams
that
at the moment.
much. Pero tingnan natin dito, Jovan, though medyo nahuli dito. Uy, na-burst damage, pero may survivability pa siya dito. Plus, pabol ng Irie Mangistan. Huhuli dito sa backline. Cholo, kind of doing it right now. Nemo shots na pa-ultimate dito and dealing still damage against Kimochi. Pero yun nga lang, wala ng ang pretty even pa rin.
Alam mo, itong mga fight na to, 2 for 1, 1 for 2, back and forth. Walang nagbabago, walang nakakalamang. This is super exciting to watch because we're already 9 minutes in, Kaysai, and wala pa ring team na nakakuha ng malaking edge.
Yeah, hindi mo makikita na ito, lamang si Will talaga on this current game time or lamang si Kimochi on this current game time. Kasi both of them nakakasagot eh.
Yes. Oh my god, this game.
And we're just gonna wait. Alam mo, mistakes na lang. I think mistakes na lang ang hahanapin ng bawat team dito. Kung sino yung matsyempohan nila na nasa wrong spot.
Ayun o.
Oh, but it is a tank. This is a thing na pwede kang itulak papunta sa torre nila or malapit sa torre nila. Kita mo, it was a wrong pick. It was a wrong target. So, definitely no casualties will happen on that.
Alam mo kung hindi yung Thane, imagine if it wasn't Thane, it was the Valheim face checking there. That would have blown this game.
Yeah, pero ito ang enraged Abyssal Dragon natin. Nagsi-zone out dito si Chognar. Will this be a success? Medyo mahirap patayin tong enraged Abyssal Dragon Kratos na to. Itong si Thane. Alam mo, harap-harapan na lang minumukhaan niya tong mga members ng Will Gaming. Ito na, possible magkaroon ng last hit ang Kimochi anytime soon. Ay, ultimate coming up from Nima shots. At I think, yeah, they took it away as well and going into their favor. At yun nga, palitan ng kills pa rin ang nangyayari right now. Nick's trying to back away. Magsusurvive ba? Wow, what a thing. Nakapag-survive pa on that possible death. Yats though having a 1v1. No, actually a 2v1 against the Valheim and the Preta. And of course, that was a 2v1, so he's not gonna survive.
And in the end, sino ang nanalo sa team fight na yun? After this tower, magiging even din.
Even din talaga. Kasi magkakaroon ng, nakakuha ng palitan dito. Look at that exchange of objectives. Si Valheim nakuha yung bottom lane turret, but the Irie got a kill dun sa middle lane. Still, we're even. 30k gold for both teams. 11-10 ang kill score natin.
Ang ganda ng last game natin, guys.
Actually, you could consider even the turrets pretty equal na rin kasi almost wala na yung nasa bottom lane ng Kimochi eh. So, ayun. Sobrang dikit.
Sobrang dikit. Iniisip ko yung magandang analogy dun sa sobrang dikit. Kaso, walang immediate na pumasok sa isip ko. But yeah, that is the way we would describe this game. Both teams not giving the other one an inch. You kind of have to wait for either one of them to make that mistake or to force the enemy team to make an error.
Ito kasi, na-face check ng Will Gaming dito is the Thane. But the Thane is very tanky, especially pag nagka-item yan. Tutula ka lang yan eh. I mean, you would just burn all your skills kung ibibigay mo yan sa Thane, no? Sayang lang. So, definitely not a good way to invest your skills para sa Thane.
Yeah, hindi worth it yung investment na yun. Luging-lugi ka doon. Hindi mo makukuha yung return on investment mo.
Ay, ito na nga, Nemo Jovan. Look at that survivability. Alam mo yung akala mo, ito yung sinasabi ko sa'yo kanina. Yeah, they got a quick knock. But yung mga pinili na heroes ng Will Gaming is not an easy target to burst down. Kasi nga, they have, ang taas ng survivability level. The Irie is slippery. The Liliana is slippery. The Chognar could cleanse. The Timmy could revive. Plus, their marksman Rourke has the shield when he casts his ultimate. So, individually, microplay, kaya mag-survive ng mga members ng Will Gaming.
Yeah, kaso tignan mo to, no? Nagkakaroon na ng maliit na separation in terms of the kills, in terms of the objectives. 2 kills up na itong Will Gaming and they are building on this 2k gold lead that they currently possess. Kanina, sobrang dead even ito. 30 minutes on the clock. Now, we get to see a bit of separation and now I feel like may nahuli itong Will Gaming.
These are two tanks trying to zone out or cover up the rest of the members of them. Kimochi, pero si Irene nasa kalagitnaan ata. Sapat ba ang pagiging slippery ng Irene natin dito? At yun ang nga, cleanse coming out from the Chognar, pero mukhang hindi nagiging sapat together with the damage. Burst damage from the Preta. Ito na si Lip. Palip-lip na dito. Nemoton forced to back away, pero mukhang hindi na masusurvive. Mapapa-ultimate. I think hindi available ang ultimate niya on that particular moment. At ito na, wipe out. Almost a wipe out in the middle lane. This is the chance for Kimochi. Anong naging mistake dun?
Yeah, it is a 4-0. I feel like Irie overcommitted, baited her team into taking a team fight against Kimochi. Kimochi were able to kite back now. Still 10 seconds on the Rourke.
Parang nakita kong mali doon na. Kasi nakita ko nasa gitna na si Irie ng mga members ng Kimochi.
Oh?
And that you mentioned na force yung members ng Will Game